Obviously really excited for this week's game and this opponent coming off a bye week, which we got a lot of stuff done. We were able to rest our players. We were able to work on some technique and fundamentals and some scheme things that need to improve. We were able to get on the road recruiting. We were able to scrimmage the young guys. We were able to get a lot of work done. So really productive bye week. Cut some things back to make sure that we're fresh and healthy. We're kind of looking at some numbers and studying some things. I think we're somewhere around 46 players that we're actually playing, game scholarship players. So, making sure that we're making really good decisions there.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hi, Rich. How are you? Good. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
James, what have you seen from the team leadership after the back-to-back losses, and what have you tried to instill in the team the last 10 days or so?
It's a little bit what I was just speaking on. You look at our team. On defense, we got Mike Hull and C.J. Elanian, that are both seniors, that are both playing at a pretty high level and starting. And then on offense, we got Miles Diefenbach, who hasn't played all year long, and a sophomore, a quarterback who's doing some nice things, but there's just a different dynamic there. Talking about the guys taking ownership in the team. And I think I've really seen a shift, in the last week. I've really seen a shift in the last few days of guys really understanding what it's going to take to be successful in our system. Guys taking ownership, guys coming into my office and having really good meetings and asking really good questions and giving really good feedback. I think that's been really, really important. If there is a concern, if there is a question, talking about it and working through it together. So I've seen some really good things. I've seen some progress. You get text messages from players late at night that you can tell they're thinking about ways that they can help the team and maybe make a bigger impact. So I think we're making some really good progress, with that when it comes to a leadership perspective. How are you?
Zach Zwinak led this team in rushing each of the last 2 years. In the last 4 games last year, he averaged 140 yards per game. He only had 7 carries in your last 2 games. So I'm just curious how somebody who's had that much success in his career has seen his opportunities kind of dry up so much, especially since your running game has struggled.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to what I've been talking to you guys about all year long. We knew we had some challenges coming into the season. I think we have 3 NFL players from last season that are starting on NFL teams, two on the offensive line and 1 at wide receiver. It's no different than all the other areas we're talking about. Consistently being able to get the running game going, consistently being able to protect it starts up front. And as our O-line continues to grow and play better, then our quarterback will be protected. We'll throw the ball better. Our running game will be more effective. All of those things.
Does he specifically fit into the system that you're trying to do, though? I mean,
it's really not a system thing. I mean, if you think about it, we have run 2 backs, with a tight end / fullback in the backfield, running power, which is a style that I think would lend itself well to him. We run 1 back inside zone. We run 1 back outside zone. We really run all of the schemes that have been run here in the past and that most people run. I think we run schemes that complement Bill's style. I think we run schemes that complement Zach's style. Again, it goes back to we need to be more physical up front. We need to be more consistent in how we're blocking things at the tight end position, at the offensive line, and even on the perimeter at the wide receiver position. It's not one factor. It's all of it together.